Hello everyone, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Anthony. Welcome to episode 2, season 3 of the Cardinal.
Hey, did you know that Massachusetts is the first home of the American lighthouse?
Also, Massachusetts has some very outlandish laws. For example, the use of tomatoes in clam chowder is prohibited.
Also, you couldn't celebrate Christmas back then because it was illegal.
You couldn't celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, I know, right?
Massachusetts is a weird state.
Okay, here are our announcements for the week. Bus passes will be given out every Thursdays and Tuesdays from 2:20 p.m. to 2:45 p.m.
Don't forget that all students are required to bring their Chromebooks to school every day.
You need help with your classwork or maybe your projects. Every Thursday, we have tutoring at the library for students just like you.
Did you attend the No Hate Tour, Daniel?
Actually, sadly, I didn't, but I was told it was very fun.
It was, indeed, and Mr. Street was very brave to participate on the show.
Are you late for your class every day? Well, we have the solution for your problem.
You can get free sneakers or a jersey.
If you want one, then listen up.
There are 2 ways to enter this contest.
The first is by getting to your class on time for 3 months, and your homeroom will get a prize.
Starting October 1st, students will be eligible, and the winners will be announced on the 10th of each month.
Man, I need to set up my alarm clock. I need to be on time, man.
Ah, you sure do. For our next segment, we will have John with the top 3 news of the week.
Hello, John Russo here, reporting the news of the week. There's a lot to talk about this week, so let's get straight into it with our first story, the Vegas Sphere. Have you heard about that big sphere down in Las Vegas, Nevada? It just opened recently on September 29th and has become the world's largest spherical structure. The Sphere, the largest LED entertainment venue, is a whopping 35 stories high and 516 feet wide and is lined with 1.2 million hockey puck-shaped LED lights. Good luck trying to get some shut-eye in Vegas. Now we're going to move on to this adorable event. A new Guinness World Record for the most dogs attending a film screening was made at none other than the premiere of Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie. Around 219 dogs had attended. Getting 219 dogs attending isn't quite easy to do, but it is made possible at the US premiere in Los Angeles, California at Griffith Park on September 24th. From adorable news to national alerts, let's talk about why your phone set out an alarm on October 4th. As most of you have probably noticed, your phones began to ring out on Wednesday. Well, there's a reason for this. FEMA, which stands for the Federal Emergency Management Agency, was testing an alarm to make sure the National Alert System is still an effective means of warning Americans about emergencies and disasters for the future. Speaking of the future, let's talk about robots' place in the medical community. Robots are being programmed to help out medical professionals with certain tasks. Medic robots can interact with patients and alert medics of injuries to give them insight on how to deal with the situation even before they arrive. The robots are also designed to be able to reach high-up objects quickly to save time. They also bring medics and doctors the things they need to perform tasks like surgery. Those were our stories of the week, and there will be more coming up as something interesting happens just about every day. I'm John, and I'll be seeing you soon.
Jay and Jeff interviewed Mr. Watson about the new admission policy that's being put in place. Let's see what he had to say about it.
Students planning to attend MP will now have to complete this application either over here or online. This new policy is effective starting next school year.
So the admissions policy, it started back in 2015 and then 2017. It's a policy where, because we're the only vocational school in the city of Boston, a lot of other regional schools, vocational schools, have an admissions policy that the Department of Education requires for all vocational schools to have. So we've always been an open enrollment where you don't have to want to come to a vocational school. It could be just because we're in the neighborhood. Any student could come to Madison Park, whether they wanted to be in a vocation or not.
What does that mean?
Now we actually have students that want to come to Madison Park and get an opportunity to get some experience with over 20 programs that we have. You have an opportunity to prove why you want to be in a vocational school. We're a vocational school, we're not just a regular high school.
Some things to look for when applying for MP are your vocational interest, some things that might be on the application, or what folks are you interested in, and why are you interested in attending NP.
So the statement of interest would mean that you could do a written statement why you want to be in a vocational school. You can do a video, a slideshow, or we could have an interview. and you'd be able to, as a student, you'd be able to, prove why you want to be in vocational school. If you want to pursue a career in technical education, then this is the school that you would apply to. But you would have to, prove that this is why you want to be here.
I think this policy will really help the incoming students who want to attend a vocational school here at Madison Park.
And students will now be able to order food to school for lunch.
Adrian and John interviewed Dr. Brown and Mr. H about the new incoming change in the policy and how it will work.
Students at Madison Park are now able to order lunch, AK's Domino's Pizza and Dunkin' Donuts. Not everyone knows this new policy works, and teachers and students still have many questions.
I'd like to see how that policy turns around with the kids. I think there would be a limited number. If they just open the doors, it's like opening the floodgates, so it could get pretty hectic. I'd like to definitely hear more. I think options are a good idea for the kids. As you said, there's going to be different areas. I think that's awesome, being able to go outside to eat. That's a little peaceful.
As far as like the food partnership, I think it's more like you guys have access to food spots that you can kind of call in on, right? And maybe it can be delivered, because we do want you to stay in school. We don't want you to leave school. So we want to minimize that and give you more options for food to eat.
Once again, the snapshot of the email, and as I was reading it, I thought, wow, this is lovely. Like, you guys can eat outside of the cafeteria, which makes perfect sense. And that's, I believe, for the juniors and the seniors. Is that correct? But then they said something about a glassed-in area. Where is the glassed-in area?
Also looking at different locations, we were doing glass-to-glass out here right in front of McAfee Hall. The other option, when the weather is good or weather is doing okay, we'd be outside in the community in the little courtyard area for you guys. So you guys have other options outside of just the lunch area. Orders need to be in by 9 o'clock so they can have it to the right place that we're going to. It needs to be delivered by 15 minutes before your lunch period. So if you had lunch at 10:45, it needs to be delivered before 10:30, because that would be housed. So we would have Mr. Harris and the hospitality team housing your guys' foods for that lunch period, and then we go the same thing for the next 2 lunch periods.
There are a few requirements that students need to fulfill to order food. If you are under the age of 18, your parents need to sign this form to authorize you to purchase food. The food should come 15 minutes before lunch starts, and the hospitality teachers will pick up your order and deliver to the main office.
We're expecting you all to be the best students that Madison Park has to offer, and we know we have some outstanding students. So again, want to uplift your voices, but make sure that you don't take advantage or abuse the new policy. It'll be on a week-to-week basis, and we'll keep you all updated on how we're progressing and how your behavior, you're acting like young adults, which we know you can. And again, we want to make sure that you all have every option needed to be successful here at our school.
This will help students to be more focused on class. But do you think that's enough time to eat?
I'm not sure, but Zamil attended the volleyball game last Thursday and the soccer game on Wednesday. Let's check out what he had to say.
Hello everybody, I'm Zamil and I'll be discussing the sports for this week at MP. I attended the girls volleyball game on Tuesday against BLA. And that main highlight of the game was MP rallying their way back to try and win that game, but falling short in the 5th set. The final score was a 2-3 loss for varsity and a 2-0 win for JV. Shout out JV. But on the bright side, they won their most recent game on Thursday against Cathedral, which was an incredible comeback. I wish I was able to see it, man. It was crazy. But I also attended the soccer game against MP and BLA on Wednesday. MP lost, but I got to hear from one of our hosts, Jefferson, about the game.
Football, otherwise known for Americans, soccer.
How does this game make you feel?
I'm smiling right now. I mean, we just lost like 6-0, but I'm smiling right now because, I mean, it was BLA. I got to play against some of my friends on the other team. He scored an amazing goal. I'm really just excited for that OB game on Friday. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to pop out, and we're going to really destroy. We're going to really show what we're about. This game was just fun. You know, we're already out of the playoffs. We're having fun, so that's all that matters, yeah.
Are you guys upset that you lost? Are you not upset that you lost?
No. We're upset. Like, obviously, we've been...
You don't look upset. You look like you're smiling. You look like you're happy you lost this game, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they were the better team. We know that. We're at, like, the bottom of the list right now, but it's cool.
So what you're saying is y'all not good?
At this moment, no, we're not.
Damn, it's all right. Thank you for...
What we have that the other teams doesn't have is heart. We got heart, and O'Brien is going down on Friday. I'm telling y'all. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're excited, bro. Everyone has a smile on their face. This loss isn't a loss that broke us down. It was honestly fun.
One of the highlights for that game was, sadly to say, BLA scoring 4 goals in the first half against us. And the final score of that game was 6-0. But as you guys heard from Jefferson, they're improving as a team, and they're coming for that win against OB on Friday, October 6th. Look out for that. They're going to be scary. But that's all for me this week. I'll see you all next time. Bye.
Man, NP sure did do a great job.
We'll be back with our upcoming events after these few commercials.
Give me that. All right, so we just hopped out the new Honda Civic 1999 7076 car. It's really fast. It's amazing. And we're just gonna oh, sorry. I'm gonna lock this bad boy real quick. Oh, it's Lightning McQueen edition, so you know it's really fast. All right, real quick. You can see right here is where we see this little guy right here. This guy, he spits out fire. It's like a breathing dragon. Every time you pop out the second gear, third gear, fourth gear, it's fire everywhere. It's amazing. And you come up here, brand new tire. You buy this thing, you're not getting the tire with it, by the way. You're not, you buy this thing, you come to me, and you're like, hey, Jeff, can I buy this tire? Yes, that'll be $775. Now, you look under here, actually, it's a little wobbly. It's been through some things, but that's not the reason why we're selling it. The reason why we're selling it is to look cool. $1,000 again for the whole car. It's an amazing car. I mean, it's phenomenal. The technology is high up. You come with a free spray here. You want to spray up, clean the glass. You got it. And what else in this car? Comes with this. Actually, it doesn't come with that. That's mine. Don't touch it. I'm serious. Actually, when I was a very little young kid child, my parents told me if you press this car in the traffic, it's gonna make it fly. So I was like, why would my parents lie to me, right? This car is so great. We got people coming by the shop asking to feel it. Hey, we got somebody right now. Hey, buddy, how's the car? I think it's great. It looks nice. It's amazing. You have a license? Well, guess what? You don't need one. Who's gonna stop you? Not me. All right, man. Enjoy your car.
You see this car right here?
Mm-hmm.
I bought it for myself. Now it's my car. Now he better sell it to me right now or I press him. And that's what's up.
I don't know who that is. Do you know who that guy is? Hey, bro. Take care of him. Take care of him.
And we're back. Here are some of our upcoming events for this month.
On October 17th, we have MP Open House from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Culinary Arts will be selling refreshments.
Keep in mind that they only take cash. And seniors, be sure to mark your calendars for October 26th to take the SAT.
Also, seniors, get ready for your senior photos on October 20th. Here in our photography room in Media Arts, the time will be announced very shortly. And lastly, here's our quote of the week.
Everyone makes a mistake at least once in their life. The important thing is what you learn from it. From Malala.
Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of The Cardinal.
See you next week.
Bye.